Blending. To find the right colors, it's good to have all the colors on a piece of paper so you can see how a given color looks. Otherwise, choose a couple of colors, check them on a separate sheet, and then choose the right shade and tone. Once I have the 3 green shades selected, the first technique I like to use is long brush strokes. This works well for elements like grass. I try to paint quickly while the paper is wet. Repeating steps is needed to achieve a better blending effect. Don't be afraid to experiment. Everyone usually has their own favorite technique. The second blending method that works best for me when coloring skies, for example, is horizontal painting. This requires more marker use and quick application of markers. You can see how it looks when I use 3 blue shades. For larger surfaces, you need to do it quickly, avoiding returning to dry areas. In the next step, see how I do it using 6 different pastel colors. Do you see the pattern? The colors are arranged in rainbow order for a reason. Mixing some colors can be messy, but more on that in a moment. When coloring with markers, you must remember to avoid blending these colors, red with green, blue with orange, and purple with yellow, as the effect of instructing them may be gray or dirty. My favorite set of colors for blending is pink and blue. Between them, you always get purple. Finally, here's my suggestion for a color scheme perfect for sunsets. The colors practically blend themselves. What do you think? Do you have a favorite color scheme? Share it in the comments. But that's not the end. In the next slides, you will learn a little about shading and lighting. Lights and shadows. Light and shadow are an integral part of the reality around us, and every physical object reflects light and casts shadow. Shading prevents our drawing from appearing flat and adds depth. Shading depends on the light source. In the video, you can observe how the sphere is shaded and how its shadow falls depending on which creature the light source is located. Here I wanted to quickly show you what it looks like. I didn't focus on the little details so as not to bore you. There are 3 types of light: diffused light, such as that coming from the sky; direct light, which is a strong, point-like light, such as from a lamp; and a third, reflected light, which bounces off the surroundings. Diffused light creates smooth transitions between light and shadow. Direct light creates distinct shadows and a bright main light. Shadows are darker and more visible than with diffused light. Reflected light brightens the subject's own shadows, adding detail. As an example, I used a drawing of 2 spheres, one red, the other blue. In addition to the light and shadow they receive from diffused light, they also receive reflections from each other. We can see the same in glass elements or elements with smooth, reflective surfaces. The last important thing about shading that I'd like to touch on is the angle of light. It's important to remember that the higher the light source, the shorter the shadow. If the angle of light is small, the shadow will be longer. This is illustrated by the images of trees. Let's practice. From the various shades of brown, I'm choosing 4 browns and 1 dark gray for the shadow this sweet dog will create. Now that we know how to blend, we mark where our light source will be. And from there, we color in the opposite direction, from the lightest to the darkest. I do this quickly and change colors frequently to blend them nicely. Finally, I add the dog's shadow. Since the light source is high, the shadow won't be very long. The second, more simplified version is for those who don't need to blend the entire object, but would like to know how to add shadows and highlights. I color the entire dog with one color, color the darker areas with a darker brown, and add highlights with a white gel pen. And finally, I add the dog's shadow. If you would like to practice shading by yourself, you can download the cards used in this post from my website.